Alright folks, so here we are. This is going to be the first episode of the Man Cave shipping container. This is it. You're looking at it. This is a 43-foot long shipping container, also called Conex container. I've got it setting on some clay gravel. I got to do a little more groundwork at the bottom on both sides. That way it's when it rains, it's not sitting in a big puddle. But this is it. Not too bad of shape. Needs a little work. I don't know how well you can see in here, but obviously all the stuff we had sitting outside in the backyard has now been put in here. And this is all the way to the end. Nice and solid. This front section has a metal floor partially, and then the rest is wood. So this container, a little bit, about 15 foot of this I'm going to make for storage, lawnmowers, weed eaters, etc. Might put me a small work table in here. Then the rest is going to be the man cave. Going to be my pool house. Probably have a small fridge. Have a couch or two in here with a TV, and then a cutout window so the kids can do snow cones to the pool. And I can do barbecuing, have my grill set up for barbecuing. So that will be the inside. Eventually I want to put a wall up, insulate it, put lights in here, some windows. But that will all be in the future. And I'm going to divide this. There will be a divider wall from the shop to the man cave part with a walk-through door so I can get through it. Now then, on the outside, like I said, my parents are coming next week. Today is Sunday and they're coming on Friday. So I got to do a little bit of prep work. My mom's going to help me paint part of this on this side over here. I'm going to do like a octopus. Like I said, I'm doing a beach theme. So I got to grind some of the lettering off. And there's some rust, a little bit of rust at the bottom. All that's got to be ground down. Put some Rust-Oleum primer over it. And then we will put a base coat down. I'm going to do the whole container. It's going to be a light bluish with some dark blue accents. So I'll try to get at least part of this section done. Enough for me and my mom to paint the octopus on this next weekend. So I'm going to get started on that. And somewhere in here will be a man door. I'll cut a door out. I want to do a cool door, kind of like would be on a submarine or something. So, and that will be over here somewhere away from the octopus so we don't mess that up. So this is the first steps. Alright, so I had to take a break. It's getting hot out there. So I ground it down to the rusty spots down to bare metal. Then I hosed it down. Like I said, it's nice and toasty out there, so I just hosed all the dust down and all the loose grindings and all that down. And it's drying right now. Like I said, it's nice and hot out there, so it shouldn't take any time at all. What I'm going to be using here, this is Rust-Oleum Clean Metal Primer. I only got one can of it, so hopefully it'll do what I got done. I got roughly pretty close to halfway done. That octopus isn't going to take up any more than half. So run this over the bare metal. Some of the spots where the paint's kind of thin, hit it with this. This says it's good for bare painted or lightly rusted metal. So that's going to be my first thing to do, is put this down. Then for my ocean water, the majority of the colors that's going to be used on this is this blue here, sail blue. That's the darker. The darker. It's going to be kind of close to the corners in the bottom of the container to make it look a little deeper. And then the majority of it is going to be this Gloss Seaside by Rust-Oleum. Gloss Seaside. Try to get that done today. Paint as much. I got 2 cans of that light blue, so paint what I can with what I got on those. And then next weekend my mom is going to help me maybe with the octopus, and my octopus is going to be mostly orange. Just that orange with some red highlights and some yellow highlights. So that's what we got. This will be the first time I've painted something of this nature with rattle cans, so that'll be something new and exciting to try out. So I had to come inside to cool down a little bit. The camera actually overheated and it was going down into shutdown mode anyhow, so that gives me a good break. I'm going to go jump in the pool for a few minutes, cool down. And once that metal is dry, I'm going to go ahead and hit it with that primer. Alright folks, here we are swimming in our pool. Brianna, who's here?
This is my friend Eden.
Eden has been in our videos before. You may remember her from when we lived at our old house.
Yep.
She's here visiting. Alright Corbin, on the count of 3, go underwater. 1, 2, 3. Alright folks, that's it for today. I have runneth out of painteth. So, hopefully this is enough section painted to get my octopus on there. That'll be next weekend. Let this dry. Be able to mark it out how I want it. If I have to put any tape on there, tape it off and lay it out. Paint my octopus on the side there. That's it for the day though. Thanks for watching.